Are you a small law firm or solo practitioner who has a limited budget, but you still want to impress the jury at your next jury trial with interesting and interactive presentations of witnesses and the theory of your case? Well, stick around because I'm going to show you how. Hi there, I'm Professor Blackmore and welcome back to my channel. And I want to say right at the beginning, if you'd like to schedule ProfessorBlackmore.com to provide fun, interesting, and interactive instructional presentation services at your next MCLE, CLE, or attorney litigation trial prep conference, well, please contact me at ProfessorBlackmore@gmail.com. Now, in my previous video detailing the steps that you can use to economically and efficiently use OneNote and PowerPoint, which are programs that are already available in your Office 365 suite of programs to create the same type of witness presentations for depositions or trials that you may see other attorneys create using very costly programs like TrialPad, ExhibitPad, and or Trial Director. And you saw me use different types of document callouts, image or photo callouts, directional animations on those photo callouts, and video callouts. And so today I'm going to show you step by step how you can create your own document callouts in your PowerPoint presentations. So let's jump right in. And as you can see here, I'm using my OneNote Deposition notebook. And if you'd like to purchase a copy of Professor Blackmore's Deposition notebook, please visit me on my website at ProfessorBlackmore.com. And now I'm here because I want to show you how I use PowerPoint and I project my PowerPoint presentation of witnesses at depositions and at the time of trial using my PowerPoint presentation. And so here is my PowerPoint presentation that I would launch directly here from my deposition, OneNote Deposition notebook. And so I can launch it straight from here. And as you can see the callouts are already ready to be presented within my PowerPoint presentation. And I'm going to show you how you can do this in your particular PowerPoint presentation as well. Now, in my deposition or even at the time of trial, if I were using a laptop like I'm using here, I could launch this slideshow straight away from my laptop right here. And I'm going to go ahead and start this from the beginning. And if you have a clicker like this, you can use your clicker to do the presentation at the time of your deposition or at the time of trial when you are presenting your witnesses. And as you can see here, you can see the callouts that are being displayed here within my PowerPoint presentation. And so here are examples of document callouts that I have here that are being presented from this document, which is the police officer crash report. But I also have here an exhibit with a photograph. And on this particular photograph, I can also do a photo call out of a particular area on the map that I want to project to the witness and or to the jury and to the judge. And then I also have these directional animations that I can use to lead the witness through the questions that will also be projected for the viewing of the jury at the time of that particular witness presentation. And so I can use my clicker to show a direction here going west on 10th Street, or on Macon Street, I can show the direction of the other driver. I can also show other photo or image callouts here to call out some particular interesting details about the traffic light here that I want to show. And so then I also have a place here where I can now blow up that traffic signal to show that the light was actually red at the time of the collision, as well as video callouts, as you can see here. But today, I'm going to talk to you strictly about how to create documents callouts. And so I'm using this police officer crash report as an example. And so the first thing that you want to do is you want to put your document here on your slide in the exact way that you want it to be presented to the witness and the jury at the time of your presentation. And then you want to select that document and hit Control D so that you can create another copy of it, and you want to move it over here to the side. Then you want to go ahead and either click your picture format toolbar up here at the top and hit crop, or you can simply right click on it and you want to go over to your crop formatting tool. And then you want to crop it down to the place that you want to call out at that particular time of that witness presentation. And so let's see here, just say for example, I want to crop down to the date of the accident on the accident report. So I'm going to go ahead and just crop down just to that part only. All right. And so then you can either click on this crop button, or you can just hit the escape key to select or to accept the selection of this particular crop position. Now you want to take whatever you have selected as your crop selection and you want to move it over here to the left hand side. And then you want to take this right bottom part of your crop selection and you want to enlarge it as much as you want it to be enlarged. You don't want to start manipulating the top and bottom, because then you will distort the aspect ratio of this particular selection, which will distort the print or whatever you have on this particular document call out. And so then you want to position it, and you want to position it kind of over the area where it is coming from, so that when it calls out, it'll just call right out from that particular part of the document. Now we want this to stand out from the rest of this white background. And so what some people would probably do is, now I want to go up here to this formatting menu up here, and I want to take one of these borders. And I just want to use the simplest border that I have up here for my particular purpose. And then I want to click in the drop down on the picture border. And I want to give this first a weight. I'm going to go ahead and give it 6 just for this particular demonstration so that you'll be able to see it more clearly. But you can use whatever size you want for your particular call out. Now I want to go to my picture border drop down again, and I want to make this red. Okay, so now I can see that maybe I want to crop this down just a little bit more here. So I'm going to go over to my crop, and I'm going to take just a little bit more of that white off of the top part of that, and then hit crop. I might do the same for the sides here. So let's see here. I might take a little bit of that white off of and a little bit on this side as well. All right, so then I can go ahead and hit crop, or again, you can hit the escape key to escape out of that. And so then that gives me a nice crisp red border around my crop selection. And so then this might be a time where you could just make sure that you have it looking the way that you want it. Maybe you want to make it a little bit more even on both sides, and then position it exactly how you want it to because you want it to look like it's calling out from that specific place where it's coming from in your document. Now we need to animate this crop selection. And so I want to make sure that I have it selected here. Then I want to go up to my animations tab, and the animation that I like to use is called the zoom. Now, if you use it more often, it might appear up there at the top, or you can manipulate your settings to have it appear as one of your favorites up there. And so now I have selected the zoom animation, and then you'll see that there will be a number here that will be the order of this particular animation in the scheme of things that you are doing as you are presenting that witness. So then what I want to do is I want to go over to my animation pane so that I could work with this a little bit more. And then I want to click the drop down that is associated with this particular numbered animation. And so some people may want their call out to come out after a bit of delay so that the jury can see the original full page document, but then automatically, without having to click anything, the call out will pop out after a slight delay. Now that doesn't really work for me because I like to use my Samsung Note S7, which has an action pen. And so that kind of automatic play out does not really work well. I need to be clicking each step of the way whenever I'm using my Samsung action pen. But I want to demonstrate for those of you who like to just have the minimum amount of clicking as possible, there are some things that you can automate. And so you can automate this pop out coming out after a certain period of time. Maybe you want to ask some questions or explain something about the particular exhibit, and then you want it to automatically call out this particular date. And so if you would like to do that, then you would want to click this drop down that is associated with this numbered animation, and then you want to click start after previous. Okay, and then once you do that, then you want to click on your timing so that you can time how this is going to play out. And so you may want to have it to be on a half a second delay. And then maybe you want to try to talk about the duration of the actual motion of that popping out. So let's try a 2-second medium. Okay. So now, as you can see, when we do that, that changes the order of this animation and it turns it to 0. You see the number on this animation change to 0. And so then let's see if we can see what this looks like. And so we want to go ahead and go up to slideshow. And then we want to go from the beginning so we can see how this looks. All right. And so as you can see, without me having to click anything with my clicker here, that actually comes out automatically. If that's something that you would like, then this is the particular selection for you. Now let's go back and see what would happen if we put this on a different duration. And so we want to go back to timing. We want to go to our duration. And let's see what would happen if we did 1 second fast. And click OK. Go back up to slideshow. Start from the beginning. As you can see, I'm not going to be holding my clicker. I'm going to put it down right here. And then I'm going to go from the beginning. And as you can see, you have a different variation. So now let's look at what this would look like. You want to play around with it a little bit and see what works for you. So maybe let's try very fast. All right. So now it will be up to you on which one of these variations you like best for your particular call out. It might be somewhere in between 2 and 0. Maybe you want to select the 1. So I'm going to go back. Let's select 1 again and let's see. Timing. I'm going to select a duration of 1. All right. So now you can let me know by telling me in the comments which one of these you like best. You like the medium, very fast, or you want to go in the middle with 1 for fast. Whichever one you like, please let me know in the comment section of this video. Now, when I come back, I'm going to show you how to create image or photo callouts, directional animations on those photo callouts, and video callouts. So you don't want to miss this. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please leave your questions or comments in the comment section of this video. And let me know if you might use this cost-effective technique for your next deposition or trial presentation of witnesses. And I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. And I want to ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified when I post my video showing you how to make photo and video callouts and how to make directional animations within your photo callouts for your next jury PowerPoint presentation. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And if you like to schedule ProfessorBlackmore.com to provide fun, interesting, and interactive instructional presentation services at your next MCLE, CLE, or trial prep conference, or if you'd like to purchase a copy of Professor Blackmore's pre-made OneNote Deposition Notebook template, please visit me on my website at ProfessorBlackmore.com.